systems.
Oh, finally a
I
conquest.
look forward to working with you.
I don't know how to play this man well, but he has a pretty skin.
Come on in, everybody.
Ain't nothing new, just me playing characters I ain't good with.
The sad thing is, Freddy prepared me for people like you. Just.
Hi.
This is the man that literally would be like, oh yeah, this is my first time playing him. And it'd be like, excuse me, what? In a rank match? What?
Okay, maybe I wouldn't do that in rank. Damn.
I don't think you understand what Freddy is putting through.
Where's the block out there?
Be careful.
Sure. I have 18 seconds. Fighter.
Achilles got some nice titties. Okay, no Herc. Herc, no. Hercules, please.
Have spawned. Please attack left lane.
Okay, Hercules, that was rude.
Like
Pink,
he
I
said,
need
I'm
you to
trying
look
get
up and look at the titties.
He's definitely trying to get hella farm before he goes to lane. Which is not going to help him in his case. Because he's going to be hella
He's
slow.
taking my jungle!
I told you.
Mad rude for what?
He's going up against an afro. Like, what are you what are you scared for?
Hold still, please.
Your left tower is under attack.
Do
Oh
be
shit, you
careful.
left me.
Oh, that's you in my lane? Okay, I'll communicate with you. I didn't know. Okay, my bad. Yeah, sorry, I was going to get my jungle. So I'm coming for minions. I'm trying to farm very well this game. I'm trying to stay above.
Your left tower is under attack.
Oh shit. Oh no, that's what's not gonna happen. Oh shit! Damn! Wow, I was doing so well until I just jumped in the lane.
An ally has been slain.
Damn, he get fucked up by an afro. That's a problem.
An enemy has been slain.
Gotcha, bitch.
Shit.
Your middle tower.
You want to end up like your friend? I suggest you
Your
leave.
right tower is under attack. Your left tower is under attack.
I'm gonna take his buff without it.
Speak of the damn devil, I spoke him into existence. It's just.
Your left tower is under attack.
Yay. Hi.
I tried pressing my B so many times, and for some reason I could never move.
Gotcha. Alright, I'm about to fall back some.
Oh no 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 no.
Do be careful.
I can do it on the tower. I'll break you in the booty hole.
Your left tower is under attack. Your middle tower is under attack.
He's gonna try so hard to gank me. I knew it. Bitch,
Ah,
you tried.
shit. Oh my god, death.
Fuck around and find out. Come on!
Fuck, they're taking my
Oh,
XP camp.
Persephone's Aegis is down though. You got this. He.
Be nice and turn around.
Do be careful.
He's
Are you
running
talking to me?
towards you
Oh.
from behind.
Enemy ultimate down.
Oh, Chris,
Your middle tower is under attack.
Enemy missing middle. Deploy.
Bitch, I have no mana left. Let me heal up. Fuck it, at least I pushed him out of my lane for a second. I did something.
Your middle tower is under attack.
You are a bitch, Mr. Alpha.
Start building
He
it.
can't. Oh, they fucking stole it already.
Let's get your purple. Because the one thing they really want to get you behind, they should start
Do be
getting that.
careful.
Okay.
Be careful if there were no
Oh
war.
shit.
Mini. Just run. Just
I
run.
am. I'm trying. Hoyo. Okay.
Enemy missing
I got enough
middle.
gold to go back.
Perfect as always.
Oh my god! My bad. I was so busy fighting the other one.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Enemy missing middle.
You wouldn't. You wouldn't.
Combat
You
system
would, you bitch.
online. A new threshold.
What is on you?
His ult is down. The Sherman.
I was waiting for him to ult somebody. Like, come on, baby. Make sure if you're gonna run around in the jungle, you have wards up.
Okay.
Because the moment you enter that jungle, you are fair game. Especially if you have no vision.
That's pretty selfish, just running it down.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Alright, I have them strapped over here to the side.
Oh my god, wait, how did she kill you?
And boom, and boom. I'm about to die.
Is he turtle out?
I was about to die. Shit, I'm squishy as hell. I got 400 health left.
So a key thing about Izanami, I don't know if you know this, but the lower her health is, the more lethal her hits
Your
are.
middle tower is
Part of her
under attack.
passive.
I did not know that.
So the closer you are to death, the more deadly your hits are, which is most of the time an Izanami player enjoys being in low health because their hits are a lot stronger.
I did not know that at all.
But yeah, it's fun tidbits.
Thank you for training me at least.
Your right tower.
Alex was
I'm pretty sure Alex
Green.
didn't.
Do be careful.
You want a good carry trainer? Talk to Grace. The Survivor. I'm going to mid,
Grace.
by the way. The one who just left to go get pizza.
Oh, God.
The best carry we got in this game.
Gotta get wards again. I keep yelling at myself, I'll remember.
Now he coming over here. Ooh. She shouldn't be. Follow.
I'm not done with my cocktail yet. Nowhere to run.
Deploy weapon. A new threshold.
Your right tower is under attack.
Bitch, you thought.
Your middle tower is
A
under
new
attack.
threshold.
Your right tower.
Oh my god.
Longer allies.
Enemy missing middle.
Why am I sucking horribly?
Do be careful.
Your right tower is under attack.
Oh, ward. I remember. Oh, I almost
Why
forgot.
the fuck is this man taking my buff?
Because that's what
Tower
you're
is under
supposed
attack.
The Hercules is supposed to take my buff.
No, which means he's trying to
Enemy ultimate
become the
down.
jungler, which is probably what he shouldn't be doing.
I don't think he knows how to play.
Scared of a little.
I don't think he does either. This Persephone should not be this far ahead.
Your soul has been stolen.
You ain't going sorry. You remind me.
Battle. That's 2 souls well earned.
Like some wards up, and it's making me pay attention to our map.
The fact that they have us all out-leveled.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Combat system online.
See? Oh, those wards saved my life. Haha, see? Thank you. Bitch, you thought. Haha, see? Ah, I love wards. See? They're gonna save my life for now. Yep, go ahead. Were you talking to me?
No, I'm talking to Pink and Mid. You do not have the ability to be going up against a level 12, but you still level 8. If they want to run into your jungle, let them run into the jungle. Feed. That should be your first priority right now. Because this bitch is overly aggressive for no reason.
No, I'm not done with my cocktail yet.
This way.
Enemy missing right.
The killing spree
Under
has just
turret.
begun.
Damn, and the turret almost
Middle
killed him.
tower is under attack.
So here's the part that confuses me, right? Hercules has been in a lane with Aphrodite this entire time, right? Why has he not yet built anti-heal?
Do be careful.
Just throwing it out there. Honestly, it would have been my first fucking item.
A new threshold. Okay.
Not scared of a little water, are you? Enemy missing middle.
Ooh, found you.
A new threshold.
Just begun. Succumb to death's embrace.
The enemy team
Alright,
has
let's get
destroyed the
this
gold.
Scout to be deployed.
Mercury's right here.
Enemy ultimate incoming.
An ally has been slain.
Get this tower. Mercury can deal with Mercury. Oh, watch out.
What a rampage.
Shoot it!
You must find allies. Pathetic mortal.
Your middle tower is under attack.
Your ally has met their untimely end.
Your left tower is under attack.
Malfunction. Do be careful. Hold still, please. Hold still, please.
An enemy has been slain. There are still many more foes to slay.
I'm here.
Don't be shy. Not scared of a little water.
No! I was going so good.
You was bold before.
A new threshold.
The killing spree has just begun.
At least I got an assist.
Perfect as always.
Hey, before we start the next game, remind me to put wards in my starter item build. I pulled them. Sean, can you do
Doing the pre-build?
No, so one of y'all's plan members told me last night to actually do 2 sets of items into my item builds, to where whenever I'm manually, well, I always manually, obviously. I don't do the auto build anymore. Hold on one second, I'm trying to pay attention to this fight.
You're like, you was real bold. Let's take his purple. Take his purple. Take his purple. Watch out behind. How will you go around this motherfucker like nobody did this?
I don't break this. Pathetic mortal. Deicide.
Oh yeah, but like I was saying, one of y'all, I don't remember who it was, but one of y'all's clan members told me do 2 sets of items onto the builds to where whenever I'm going through a fight, there's obviously specific ones that are characterized to help you in a fight, but also make sure there's ones for like reduced healing on the other team, whatever that's called, and some for damage mitigation. Maybe, I don't remember the name. I don't. What's his username? No, well, I was playing with Usock and Soulviver last night. Oh, it was Soulviver, because I remember his voice. I'm recognizing his voice right. Yeah, great.
He has just begun.
Why can't I use my ability?
In terms of like a start, I'm a little rougher when it comes to starts for people because I'm like, you might as well.
Impressive battle. That's two
Hola, senor.
souls well earned.
Wait, what were you saying now? I'm listening.
It's like I'm a little bit more aggressive when it comes to teaching because it's like you might as well as just learn how you're gonna do it because the only thing that you're gonna end up doing for yourself is
As you wish.
setting yourself up for bad habits later on. Like you might as well learn how to just get focused into it already.
I got you.
So if you know you need to, if you know you gotta start buying boards, then start getting the mentality to start buying wood.
I'm really
I know it's hard, but you gotta get there. That's a word you fucking right now. It is so.
Your left tower.
An enemy has been slain.
So the question, how are you building Izanami?
the way Alex taught me. Okay.
Your middle phoenix.
Well,
Only reason
this
I'm
is
saying
why
that is
I hate
because
playing
Alex's
this game,
way
because I
works
feel like
well
everything is
for.
goofy.
The reason I'm saying it is because Alex's way works well for Alex. That doesn't necessarily mean it works well for other people. If you get what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that's usually with a lot of people's builds. A lot of people's builds work well for their personal style. They play a certain god.
Oh, this isn't Alex's build. This is like, so most of the items are his, but I told him it's not going to be full of his build, that I wanted to do something. I wanted to feel like I was doing something. So I picked some of the items. Like Transcendence, I picked the hooks. Oh, shit.
Scout deployed.
Death Toll, I picked.
You must find stronger allies.
I also picked Ichabel. I don't know why I did the other one. I did that on accident.
Because honestly, if you build crit, you don't necessarily have to build the crit. Because Izanami has it in her kit naturally. So the power on top of everything. Get back.
I just pressed my 3 and he grabbed
So
me.
it is good that you have life steal because it is going to be a good day for her. But some critical on her as well also will help you push forward.
I won't be stopped.
Attack speed doesn't really do much of a difference when it comes with her, but you know it's nice from time to time.
Ultimate is down.
I was like,
But honestly, crit and power are her bread and butter. I'm just gonna let you know that. Crit and power. If you have crit and power, well, life steal and power, excuse me. If you have life steal, if you have power, you're gonna be fine.
An impressive battle. That's 2 souls well earned. You
Ultimate
must find
is down.
stronger allies.
Be careful.
Back.
you can get your buff. Where you going? Oh.
I'm dead.
Okay, so let me look at this.
Aren't they precious?
If you wait until this game's over.
Shatter away.
How is he? He's not building tanky. What is he building? Oh my god. Hercules should be building something that's gonna have him sustain. He needs life. He needs healing items. Like,
How the fuck did I die? Way back here. Dude, that's
Afro's bird.
another thing. I need to learn the gods. I need to just sit here one day and not play and just sit in my iPad and just fucking study these gods so I can learn their abilities.
Destroyed the pyramid.
Literally,
Honestly, your best way of learning them is playing them. And really, when you're sitting there, well,
oh, that is very true. For me, I do better learning by doing. So I should probably just sit here one day and play each character twice or something like that, just so I can get used to it. Understanding what they do whenever I'm going into a fight, I know how to avoid them, what to build.
right. Honestly, as much of a building as this did.
At last, death has come for them.
Your left Phoenix is under attack.
Attack left lane.
Phoenix has been destroyed.
A new threshold.
Your
Get
right
away.
tower is under attack.
This
Your
way.
right tower is destroyed. Back to hell.
Why would you knock him out? Knock him out of it!
The killing has just begun.
Ally has been slain.
What a delightfully bloody battleground.
Attack. Your right Phoenix has been destroyed. Your Titan is under attack. Under attack.
I don't know. My head shit sounds like you know, somebody else's. Because I get my second and I put that go.
Your Titan is under attack. Under attack.
Let's build these. A new
An ally has been slain.
Finally in.
Your middle phoenix has been destroyed. Titan's under attack. Under attack.
I honestly think you should sit down and surrender. It will. Al.
Hello, Freddy.
Hello?
Can y'all hear me?
Are the cones
Yep,
here?
here.
Okay. Yeah, my headphones died.
Oh, that explains
Is that
why
Cody?
I heard myself.
I was trying to tell you, I saw the big difference, and whenever I started building just crits, instead of all the other stuff, I was hitting way harder.
You know, it's
Cody or
definitely
someone else?
it's somebody else. This is Blaine.
Hola,
What's up,
senors. Me no English.
I mean, shit, I need last famous eventually. Let's get it.
Eventually.
Mm.
But yeah, no. Like I said, if you start building either power crit or lifesteal, Izanami hits different. That's why I was like, Alex build works for Alex and his playstyle. Doesn't necessarily work for other people. Which is why whenever I'm teaching people how to play a god, I don't tell them how I built them. Just simply say, "Hey, this is what you're looking for," and let the person build from there.
You don't like helping people is what I'm getting from this.
No, it's just I'm not about to tell them to do a carbon copy of something I do. When it doesn't
I like that
work.
though. I like to think that I'm actually building my own things and not copying somebody else.
Right. And it's like it forces the person to learn how to build.
Mm-hmm.
But it also forces the person to also think about, okay, I'm playing this type of god, so I know this are going to be my benefits versus this.
So can you explain to me how you understand that she's a critical and power builder?
Okay, so I'm looking at Izanami,
Okay.
right? Let's go to her.
Are we looking at stats first or abilities?
Well, I'm gonna start with her abilities, right?
Okay.
So her her initial passive. Is that her? No, her passive, right? Is basically the closer she draws to death, the more powerful she becomes. Izanami gains 4% physical penetration for each 10% of her health that is missing, up to maximum 20%. Okay.
Wow.
So her basic attack increases in projectile speed with higher attack speed, and only trigger items effect on the first target hit. Right. So naturally, you're already getting increased penetration and increased attack speed.
Okay.
Right? So your best bet, right? You would think, oh well, should I build more attack speed? Build this. Let's further keep looking, right? Her one allows her to throw her sickles even faster and more furious. Okay, so she gains more attack speed and her basics no longer return to her. Okay? It instead applies bonus damage in addition to 100% of her basic attack power per hit. Right? So just from her passive and her one, right? She's already gaining attack speed. Right? So naturally, that's two things. I'm not building attack speed on somebody who's already gaining attack speed. It's pointless. Right? But I know that if I use this one, 100% of my true damage is going to be applied. So the more damage I have, the more lethal my moves are. Right?
Okay, so that's something I never understood. Maybe you could explain that to me real quick. So a basic hit doesn't do all your true power?
So for most guys, yes, it should. But with Izanami's, the way that her sickles work, right? When she throws out her basic, once it goes out and it comes back. Right? So when she throws it out the first time, that's 50%, and when it comes back, it's another 50.
Oh, so you have to hit it both ways. Gotcha, okay.
Right, so she's throwing them, and as they're basically like boomerangs.
Oh, and when you hit your one, it's just, whenever you throw it, it's full 100%. Got it,
right.
Okay.
So that's the point of that. But
okay,
you also are gaining increased attack speed as you're going along. You're going from a scaling of 45 to 50 to 55, 60, 65%. So you're increasing as you go.
You never want to use your one to kill minions. You always want to just basic attack. Because
right,
it goes
you can just basic attack with minions.
Yeah.
But it's always nice whenever you have like a the thing about Izanami is that she's a tank shredder. She's a tower shredder. She's just a shredder in period. Because naturally of her basic attacks. Because she can, regardless of who the fuck's standing in front of you, is going through that person, hitting the person behind and coming back. So you're gonna constantly be hitting people. That's gonna be without said. Okay? Regardless of whatever happens, you're gonna hit people. You're going through tanks. You're shredding them. Naturally, right? So let's move to her 2, which is the spectral projection. She sends forth a demonic vestige of herself to strike down an enemy, damaging and slowing all enemies. If an enemy god is killed while slowed by this ability, future use of this slow will increase by 6% per kill up to twice, for a maximum of 30%. Right? So this is a slow plus plus your damage, right? So now we're looking more at, this is twice, we're looking at you need power, right? And even more, it works best when you have critical hits, because crits are your power plus a percentage of additional damage. Okay? Her fade away is obviously she sends in the underworld, and she basically, she's running away. Has nothing to do with anything. Her alt, Dark Portal, she summons a Dark Portal which damages and silences all enemies, right?
So, question, doing your ult, that's something, say we're in a team fight, we're about to go in a team fight. 3, 2, 1, you go in. Izanami would want to throw her ult down so she doesn't, so the other team doesn't hit everybody with their ults?
No. Izanami's ult's one of those where you save it for somebody that, you save for when people are lumped together and they're low and you just said, I'm just taking everybody out in one fall.
Oh, okay. Gotcha,
right?
Okay.
Because here's the thing, it does scale damage as you get further along, plus 100% of your physical power.
Correct.
Right? So this is where it's like power, crit, and lifesteal are heavily important when it comes to Izanami. Right? All of her abilities, right, deal with her 100% physical power. So how much power you have is going to help you in the long run with all of her abilities, for one. You already gain enough attack speed when it comes with all of them, so you naturally don't have to build that. The critical comes in is because of the fact that the more that you hit people, the more damage you're going to do, and with additional damage plus the crit, you're adding more damage on top of that. So her basics now gain more than that additional 100%. So now she's shredding through things that shouldn't necessarily be shredded through by most people. And the life steal is what keeps her alive, right? The more you're shredding through people, the more you're taking people out, and you're taking all that damage from them, it allows for your passive to really kick in better, because now, while you're losing health and your attack speed and your also attack power is increasing, right? You're also sustaining in a fight. So when you do get low, you can keep striking, you can kill somebody,
That's my
and
life
then turn
that will
around,
bring me back
and
my
then boom.
health.
Right.
Okay, so quick question. For you, so just off the top of my head, Soul Eater would, Blood Forger is what I would build for Izanami, because Soul Eater already has physical penetration, and has additional physical penetration, and I already have physical penetration with my passive.
I mean, it doesn't hurt to have the additional penetration.
Okay.
Especially when you're going up against really tanky gods.
Okay.
So gods that are naturally like stacked and tanked. Those are the ones where you might want to start adjusting to having a little bit more pen, right? So if you have a team that's like a good Hercules, a good Hercules, and then say like they have a tank that's a Geb, right? Naturally, those two are going to be keeping everybody alive just because of the fact of they're tanky, and Hercules can sustain on his own. Geb can keep people alive with his shield. But what they can't do, if you have that additional penetration on top, if you're shredding them, it's hard for them not to save themselves over somebody else.
Gotcha.
And so you put a solo and a support in a difficult situation of, do I save myself or do I save other people? And most people will pick themselves first.
Gotcha. Okay, so you're in say you're about level 5, level 6, and you're about to go back and build your true first full item. You have enough. Would it be Soul Eater, or if you're going to build Blood Forge, would you build your Transcendence first because it's a stacker, or would you build your Blood Forge first? Is that a good question, or am I just sounding stupid?
No, it's honestly, it depends on who I'm facing.
Exactly, I understand that part.
My first
I
item
definitely understand that.
Well, the way I build my hunters, I build a specific way. So my first two items are always consistent amongst most of my hunters, right? I will say that. For the most part, it's consistent. Usually, depending on which one I'm building, I always have Death's Toll. Not Death's Toll. What's that fucking starter? Hopefully, Manu is able to log in now. Nope. Okay. Let me keep this conversation going.
Gotcha.
Where's that fucking starter? It's a sickle.
So
yes, it is Death Toll. So usually,
Death Toll is what I build.
Usually, on Izanami, I rarely build Death Toll on her.
Would you do Leather's Call instead?
Actually, I build Mannequin Scepter on her.
Really? Let me look at I know Mannequin Scepter. Oh, okay.
And it's because it has the burn, but it also gives additional basic attack damage.
Gotcha.
As well as giving physical protections. So typically, I build Mannequin Scepter going into Mannequin Hidden Blade. Now, that's just a standard. Now, depending on who I'm going up against, if it's somebody that's, you know, I'm most likely going... I wouldn't build Death's Toll unless I know it's like a mage hunter or it's one of my hunters that